Hey crew, what's up?
This is the Train Together podcast. I'm Lana Parks.
And I'm Jack Faulkner.
We're best mates, parents, and experienced personal trainers based in Byron Bay, Australia.
We're your training buddies that will never let you down.
The Train Together podcast is here to help you feel good, move well, and do more of the stuff you love with simple and sustainable training that complements your lifestyle instead of taking over it.
No matter where you're at with your training journey, we will give you everything you need to be confident with your training and get strong for life.
With us in your ears, you'll know what to do, when to do it, and how to lift properly.
We're here to give you high quality guidance and do all the hard work so you can just show up, put your headphones in, and train hard.
But don't worry, there'll also be plenty of banter, shits, and giggles along the way.
The Train Together podcast.
It's a workout in your ears. We would like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we are recording today, the Arakwal people of the Bundjalung Nation. We would also like to pay our respects to elders past and present. The easiest way to track your session is via our Train Together app, where you get access to 3 full body weight sessions a week, in-depth video tutorials, track your workouts so you know what to lift each week, and can be a part of the Train Together community where you'll join amazing like-minded people that will help you to stay accountable and motivated. The link is in the description. If you want to pause to sign up, please do so. It'll only take a couple of minutes. And if at any point today you would also like to have a look at the in-depth video tutorials of the exercises in this session, they are in the show notes. So if you need a bit of extra guidance, check them out. Hey crew, what is up? We are into week 5 of program 26. It is Monday, day 1, and we are ready to get it done. You should still be on that piece of cardio equipment, getting nice and warm, getting pumped for the session ahead, all right? We are keen to train together today and get it done. Yep. So, before we do get into it, Jack, it's all shits and giggles.
Until
someone giggles and shits.
Exactly. So guys, my shit and giggle from last week, mine were like easy to find this week because basically my shit was the fact that my parents have gone, so they were here for a nice chunk of time. It was a shit and a giggle.
I was gonna say.
Nice to have your space back. No, but it was just shit. It was so nice to have them around the babies, around the girls, and just have the family there because I'm from a really big family at home, and it's just really good to have family close because obviously like you're pretty much family, and like we've got a couple of friends in Sydney that were, but now we're a little bit spaced out, so it was really lovely having that. And then my giggle is before they went, I got to go and see Catch a Fire, like a Kiwi reggae band that I really love. We went Thursday night, Rager, at the Beachy in Byron. It was a really good setup.
Fuck the Beachy.
They had all of my favourite songs that I know from them because I did a ski season in Queenstown back in 2016. And they were everywhere, and I just loved it. And I missed out on a gig there, and I was absolutely gutted. And then finally get to go and see them with mum and dad, and I just had a great night.
Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. That's really nice.
It was lovely.
Okay, so for me, my shit thing, I mean, I didn't have anything majorly shit happen, but last night we woke up at about 11 o'clock at night to just this honk, like a constant honk, right? It was raining. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? Anyway, I figured out it was one of Henry's toys that was outside his big fire engine. It's battery operated, and it was just honking. And to get the honking to stop, we had to take the batteries out, and you need a screwdriver to take the batteries out.
11 o'clock at night when you're all in
sleep, like... It was pissing down rain, so I had to go out in the rain, get this fire truck, couldn't find a screwdriver. Anyway, it was, Ryan had to move the car to get the screwdriver out because it was in it. Anyway, so that was pretty shit.
Yeah.
And a good thing would have to be over the weekend, we had a friend's surprise birthday, and it just goes to show how funny and great my group of friends are. So we were trying to figure out how we were going to surprise. We're up at the rooftop bar, and I feel like any normal bunch of people would have just been there like, surprise, but we were trying to come up with all these ideas of what we're going to do to surprise. Anyway, we came up with the idea of a conga line, so we were
original.
Behind. That's pretty random, no? Don't you think? To
I don't know. It's just old school. Maybe you guys are showing your age, like conga at the school dance.
We're just all a bunch of weirdos. I feel like if you would throw that out to anyone else, they'd be like, what the heck? But we're all just like, yeah, conga line, let's go. So we were behind this wall. We saw them walk in. Her husband was like, where the fuck are they? Then we just come congering around. Anyway, so that was fun.
We don't know these people. We're not here with them.
Had a great night with the gals, and yeah, that was my giggle.
Nice. What have we got coming on this week? So it's week 5. What are we looking for? What are the goals?
All right, so we are thinking 2 reps in the tank this week. So we are really grinding, okay? There's not going to be much gas left when we get towards the end of those sets. We're going to have plenty of warm-ups though to really get us ready to roll and get that nervous system firing, okay? So when you finish each set, really question yourself. If you do think you have more than a 2, it's time to increase that weight and really fight for it and play around with those rep ranges, okay? So if you're not sure, if you are reaching it, go up and do the lower rep ranges, yeah?
Exactly.
So we'll be kicking it off with our low bar back squat today. We're going for 6 to 9 reps there.
Exactly, and with those, maybe think about if you're pushing it closer to or less in the tank, using those spotter arms at the rig. Okay?
Definitely.
So I think that's definitely something good to include. And then what we got next?
From there, we are going into our spicy single seamer spicy. That just reminded me of my spicy margarita I had on the weekend. Very nice. Our single double shoulder press, all right? So we're trying to get the 6 to 9 rounds out there as well. You can either do 1 or 2 warm-ups there, whatever has been working best for you. From there, we'll go to our cable for our underhand seated cable row, okay? Get those back gains with that big pull exercise. And then we have our 2 supersets to finish things off. So the first one is our push-up with our bent over reverse fly, so working front of the body and then back of the body, opposing muscle groups. And finally, we will finish with our cable kickbacks, a bit of glute gains there, and bicep curls.
Curls get the girls, guys get the guys.
So big session ahead, guys. It is time to now jump off your equipment and you're going to make your way to your warm-up station.
Make your way over there, band, upright. That's it, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay, crew, you have got your warm-up space ready to roll. You've got your band, you've got your mat if you need it, and you're upright. So we're gonna start down on all 4s for a greatest stretch in the world. For this one, start with our hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and make sure the knees are kind of opened a little bit so they are hip width or wider. Bring one foot up and outside one hand, or the hand on that side. And then you're going to take the hand that it's closest to up behind your head, pop the fingertips behind the head. Now bring the elbow down as close to the floor as you can and close off. Feel a stretch in that back. And then open up, turn towards the roof, and then breathe out as you do so. Breathe in, close down, elbow close to the floor or close to the other elbow. Open up and breathe out. Okay, keep on doing those as I'm talking. You're going to feel a good stretch in the back hip flexor and then in the back of the front leg too. And then with this, you should feel the back get tight as you open and close. Alrighty, coming down to the other side for me. We're going to go all 4s to start us off. Other foot comes up and outside the hand. Foot on that side comes up behind the head, and we're just closing and opening again. Bring your elbow down close to the floor or the other elbow, then opening up and breathing all the way out. In future, guys, if you want to do this and exaggerate it, you can take your back knee up off the floor, but that is if you want to exaggerate the stretch on the back leg. So keep on moving through. We're going to do 1 more. Breathing out as you get to that top point, and then we're going to return back to our all 4 position. So we're going to do our cat-cows here, where we're going to loosen off through that spine a little bit. So in your all 4 position, we're going to open up and lift the chest, arching the back as much as you can, head towards the roof, and then we're going to round our back, tuck the chin to the chest, squeeze our butt cheeks on, and then we're just going to go between the 2. So you're going to lift that chest, arch the back as much as you can, a little move, and then back down and round, squeeze those butt cheeks. So do those a little bit faster for me. We're going to do another 3 or 4. Tuck the chin, round the back, squeeze the bum, lift up, arch, breathe out. 1 more, and then you're going to finish this one at about halfway between the 2. So you're going to have an arch in your back here, because everybody or most people have a normal arch, a little bit in there anyway. So start in that tabletop position, nice flat back with that small arch, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Big breath into that stomach, and what I want you to think about is imagine you've got a corset on, and you're going to fill that corset with air, and then you're going to contract it around that midline, and then slowly extend opposite limbs up to shoulder/bum height. From there, come down, and we're going to alternate the sides. So you're going to go down, weight goes to opposite hand and knee, and then extend the opposite limbs on the other sides. From there, keep alternating between the 2 as I cue you through this. So lift that hand up to about shoulder height, and the heel pushes back, not the toe. When you kick back, you should get your leg nice and long, butt cheeks should turn on a little bit, but we shouldn't get more arch in the back. So you've got that braced core, that contracted brace around the midline, and then from there, we're gonna extend out and not turn or twist at all. So come down, and then each rep, as we go through them, we're gonna do one more on each side. Make sure we don't get that arch in the back, stay locked on, because this is gonna show us the support that we need for our squats. Next, we're gonna go into our eccentric push-up, and you can do this on your knees or in a full push-up position. So you're gonna have hands a little bit wider than shoulder width, come up on our toes, and have the feet a little bit closer together. We're going to tuck those butt cheeks and abs on and slowly bend the arms to lower our chest towards the floor. And this is slow, 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 slow. And then come up however you want. You can come up normally or rock back to the knees and come back to the starting point. If this is too hard, then go down to the knees for the whole rep or just on the way up. We're going to do 2 more here, and it should be a real fight on the way down. So slow, slow, slow. Don't let it speed up. Chest touches the floor, and then back to the starting position for our last one. Really fight it on this one. Control the descent, and then finish at the bottom and stay down there. We're going to go into our prisoners. So forehead is going to be on the floor, and we're just going to relax the rest of the body. Fingertips are interlocked behind the head. Elbows are touching the floor, and then we just lift the elbows up and then bring them back down to tap. Head and chest are staying down, lift up, down, and tap. And just cycle through those for me. So plenty of reps, up and squeeze, and through from rep 5 to 10, we should start to feel the upper back work. And the reason we're using this in our warm-up is for our rows to get a good squeeze, but also when we do our back squats or our goblet squats in the first exercise, we want to create a nice shelf with that tight back. So we want to get all these muscles there working so we can be tight through the upper back in those exercises. All right, flip it over onto your back for me. I'm going to go into our glute bridges. So for the glute bridges here, lying on your back, bring your feet in so they're about 20 to 30 centimeters away from your bum and about hip width apart. We're going to push those feet down, and we're going to scoop our hips up off the floor and squeeze our butt cheeks tight. At the top, we should be tucked with a rounded back and a straight line from our knees all the way down to our shoulders. So keep going up and down for me in this. Go down to the floor, up, and squeeze those butt cheeks tight. If you feel like you still have an arch in the back at the top, keep going up and down for me. You're going to peel your back off the floor 1 vertebra at a time from your tailbone up. So peel it slowly off until you get a good squeeze of the bum, and then slowly back down. The shoulder blades should stay on the floor at the top of this movement. 2 more of those with a good squeeze. Control down, tap the bum. And then we're going to stand up after that last one and grab out our resistance band. So if you have tight shoulders or a tight chest, then you're going to grab your lighter band to start. But all we're going to do is grab nice and close to the end of that band and bring it up and over our head all the way back so it comes around and touches our bum behind us. From there, come back to the front and then just repeat that and keep on cycling through those. You want to get loads of reps out. If it becomes too easy or looser, then feel free to move the hands a little bit closer on the band, which will make it tighter and therefore harder. If you find yourself that you're really stretching out that band, then feel free to go to a heavier band or something that's solid like a dowel or pole as well. 1 more of those, and then last thing we're going to do is go into our no monies, which is going to work the outside / back of the shoulder and the external rotators of the shoulder, often called your rotator cuff. So you're going to need a light band here. Feel free to go and find another light one or a lighter one if needed. And all you're going to do is stand tall, shoulders are set back and down, elbows into our sides, and give yourself 2 thumbs up. Rest the band over your hands and then squeeze it down between your thumb and index finger. Pull the band apart, turn the palms up to face the sky, and then come back to the star with no slack in the band in the middle. As you come out, the elbows should stay really, really tight. Go out and in, out and in. So plenty of reps here. Make sure those elbows stay tight. Should start to get a burn around now. We're going to do 3, 2, and 1. All right, that is your warm-up done. We're going to make our way over to our squat station. So if you're doing your barbell back squat, low bar back squat, you're going to have a little look at any notes you made from last week about the bar height. You're going to go to your rig, you're going to set your J hooks up at the right height, get your bar on there. And if you're doing your dumbbell squat, your goblet squat, you're going to go to your dumbbell rack, and then you're just going to grab out all of the dumbbells that you need. So your warm-up sets and then your working ones. I'll see you at the squat rack in just a second. Alrighty crew, first exercise of the day. You've got your low bar back squats. You're at your rig and you have got your barbell set up. If you are doing your goblet squat still, feel free to try and progress to your low bar back squat if you feel like it. If not, then you've got your rig up at the right height, your J-hooks there set up, bars ready to rock and roll. And you're going to have a little look back if you haven't already at what weight you're going to lift. So click that exercise name in your app or look back on your pen and paper and just make sure you look at your notes of what your warm-ups are going to be and then what your working weight is going to be, or if you have a goal of what you're looking to achieve today. For example, last week on 90 kilos, I got 8, 8, 9, and my 9, I still had a few reps in the tank. So I'm going to go for 95 kilos today for 7 or more. All right, that's kind of my goal. That's what I want, and that'll be sweet. So wherever you're at, set that target for yourself and then get that first warm-up weight and have a little look. Is it 30 kilos or more? If it is, you're going to do a 20 kilo barbell warm-up set of 10 reps to start us off. And if it's less than 20 kilos, you're just going to do us a body weight set of 10 reps now. Okay, so get into your squat position. If you got your bar set up and you're over 30 kilos, get that ready to roll and get wedged in under that bar, up against those rear delts, back tight, stand tall, step back, 1, 2. And then from there, big breath in, fill that stomach with air, sit down, rip the floor apart and go through your 10 reps. If you're doing body weight here, okay, make sure it's nice, slow, controlled. You're still trying to get that lean over, that stretch of the glutes without the knees traveling forwards too much. Control on the way down. Eye gaze is forwards. When you've done your 10, come in, have a little breather, and you're going to go and get your your first warm-up weight ready to rock and roll. So whatever that is for you, get that on the bar or get it set up with your dumbbell, and we will go into that one in about 30 seconds time.
Boom. All right, what is up, guys? So I'm just going to put my first warm-up weight on now, which will be 30 kilos. I'm going to go for 45 kilos for my first working set today, and then I'm going to get to 50 and probably just drop my reps.
50 today, she reckons.
Week 5, baby. Woo!
Let's go. So yeah, guys, a little reminder at the end of this working set, you want 2 or less in the tank, okay? As long as you're confident with your form, as long as everything is feeling sweet, then you're going to go and do that and push to 2 or less in the tank. So we're really at the business end. We're going to feel that spice come on. You're probably going to be pretty puffed, and we will be too. So under that bar for your first warm-up set for me, you're going to go for 8 reps on this one. Wedge against those rear delts, stand up, step back, 1, 2. Settle into your perfect squat position. If it didn't feel right in that first set, make some small adjustments and into those reps for me. Back tight, ribs down, big breath in and brace. Sit down and rip that floor apart, or if you like to screw your feet in and turn them out as you go to get the glutes on, then that's good as well. Treat this like your working weight for me, okay? Control down, drive up, hold the brace through the bottom position. When you've done your 8, come in, re-rack, and then look at getting that second warm-up weight on the bar.
Boom. All right, little breather here, guys, in between while you get that next warm-up weight on. Jack's going to get his 8 reps out. His first warm-up is my working weight. That's all right. It's just you against you, guys. Doing the best we can. Getting stronger each and every week. Getting strong for life. All right, we'll get back into it in about 20 seconds.
So you should have that second warm-up weight on the bar, locked and loaded. I want you thinking about what you're doing in the second warm-up set. We're starting to get heavy now, so make sure that you're really filling the tank, breathing in and filling that stomach with air, and then contracting that corset around the midline with every single rep, okay? All right, wedge yourself in. 5 reps to do our final warm-up set of the day. Wedge against those rear delts, stand tall, 1, 2. From there, settle into your perfect squat position. Sit back, bending the knees, ripping the floor apart the whole time, the whole way down, the whole way up. Hold your breath through the bottom position. Drive up hard, breathe out. Good. If you need a moment to reset at the top to get that back tight, the ribs down and fill the tank, do it. Perfect 5 reps. Walk in, re-rack, and then get your working weight on the bar for us, ready to rock and roll. And then we'll get into it. Start this session, hey?
So a little reminder, once we get into it today, once we get those reps out, we're thinking 2 reps in reserve, and then when you finish, you're going to be doing your tracking again. We'll do those, how many reps you did, how much weight you lifted, how many more you got to go. Jack is getting his final little warm-up set done here. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. I'm on the coffee now. So if I start getting real chatty throughout this session, it's because it's my second coffee for the day. Woo!
So I just felt in that second warm-up set, my back kind of turned on a little bit twingy at the bottom. And it was because I stood up and I tucked my hips forward and under just to have like a quarter-second rest. So make sure we kind of keep those hips in that neutral position. Don't tuck them under at the top, all right? So we're gonna get going into our working weight in about 10 seconds time. So think about that for me. First set of the day, let's go. Minimum of 6 reps, push towards 9, 2 in the tank or less. We are locked and loaded. That weight is on the bar, ready to roll. So think about everything that you're doing right in this back squat. Time is coming on in 3 seconds, so get yourself wedged in against that bar. Hands as close as your shoulder mobility allows you. Stand up in that squat position, step back. 1, 2, settle into your perfect squat position. Back tight, ribs down, big breath in and brace. Control to your bottom position. Up and drive hard. On the next rep, rip that floor apart hard. And just thinking up out of your bottom position every single time. Good. Fill that tank with air every single rep. Stay as tight as you can with that back. Good. Same depth every single time. Don't compromise on the depth as it gets hard. Minimum of 6, push towards 9. Slow, controlled tempo on the way down. Drive up hard at the bottom position. Finish strong if you're done, great. If not, push towards those 9. 2 in the tank max. Let's go. Grind for me. Nice, Lanzi. Solid, guys. Good start to the day.
And breathe.
That's it, guys. So grab out that phone. Look to track for me. Okay, so make sure you've got that exercise there. First of all, we're going to write in the weight you lifted, how many you did, how many more you think you could do, and then we'll take from there. And look, if you have more than 2 in the tank and you did 9, think about going up for this next set, okay, or making it harder with a tempo on the way down or a pause at the bottom. Easiest of those options is probably to add more weight to the bar. But yeah, think about that for the next one for me.
All right, that's it, guys. So we've got those phones out. We're tracking it on our paper. Once you've got that all in, you guys can have a breather, little sips of water if you need, and change up that weight. Think about what we're going to do into that next working set. Our second working set is coming up in about 1 minute and 15. So plenty of time to rest still. Jack is getting into it. You're really going to feel like you need this rest on these last couple of weeks, okay? The rest is so important. It allows those muscles to get the fuel back in the tank so that we can go into our next set with 100% effort, yeah?
100%.
100%.
Give us some. All right, they're heavy. They felt like week 5. That was good.
Yeah.
It's nice though to be at that point. Like, this program's gone really well for me. If I'm honest with you guys, I've been slacking on my training before training with you guys and training together. Just had our little twinsies, using all the excuses in the book, busy weeks, late nights, all that
Sore
stuff.
shoulders from surfing.
Oh yeah, too much surfing. And now you guys have kept me honest, and hopefully we've done the same for you. So stoked to be here training with you. 15 seconds.
I feel like my first 2 or 3 weeks of this program, I was sick.
Oh,
so I was just grinding through, just very slow start. So
hopefully you guys have gone from strength to strength. 5 seconds to it on that bar. Woo. All right, second working set of the day. Minimum of 6, push towards 9. Back tight, ribs down. I'm going to say a little bit less in this one. You guys do you. Let's get it done. Settle into your squat position. Fill that tank. Don't tuck under at the top. Good. I want to see the control into your bottom position. Hips below the knees if you can. Knees not traveling forward. Same depth on every single rep. Nice. Grind towards the end for me now. Let's go.
My knee just cracked.
I thought it was your hip. Stay tight to the end then. Get it done. 2 in the tank max. Nice, guys. Solid set. When you've done those reps, pop them back, re-rack. Lindsay had a little pause in the middle, so she's just absolutely grinding. Thought you were under that bar forever then.
I was.
But they were nice, slow reps. Took her time to reset in the middle where she needed. Grab that phone out, or your sheet of paper, write in those 3 columns for me. Gonna go for your weight lifted, how many you did, how many more you could do, and then be honest with yourself. If there was question mark more than 2, think about making it harder, because you can always do that 6 to 9. So you can always go down to that bottom end of the rep range and leave 2 in the tank on a heavier weight if you need. All right, guess I should probably do mine then. Hey.
Yeah, time to get into it, Jack. Let's breathe, guys. You know the deal with this tracking now. So we have 1 set after this. Last set to get through. It's always nice when you finish that set number 2 and you know there's only 1 more to go. Oh, cranking them out. Jack's doing the double breath hold method here,
3.
I can see. Oh, 3, go off. I'd be passed out on the floor if that was me. All right, walk it out, guys. If you're with me, we got 50 seconds still. Get it, Jack. Was that 9?
I did 9, then 7.
Nice.
Oh, that
They
second
feel
set was hard. Like
Yeah.
the first one was really good, and I was like, oh fuck, I'd go 100, hey? But nah,
What are you on?
95.
95.
What's 5 more kilos?
That's what I was thinking. Do I go up to 50?
Hey, you told us at the start you were gonna do 50.
I did. Should I do it for 6 reps?
Fucking do it. Well, aim 6 to 9. 20 seconds to run. Moment of truth, you gotta do it, you gotta do it quick.
I'm scared.
Fucking do it, I'll come and spot you. So guys, if you're scared like Lana and you're thinking, all right, could I do more, question mark, chuck those spotter arms on that rig, get your mate to spot you. If you don't know how to do it, we can make a video for you guys. I'm gonna give you an extra 15 seconds rest whilst Lana gets her weight on, so she's helping you guys out here. I'm gonna come around and spot her. Minimum of 6 reps, push towards 9. Hands as close as you can on that bar, or as close as your shoulder mobility lets you. All right, wedge in against those rear delts. Get set, stand up and back, 1, 2, and settle into your squat position. Back tight, ribs down. Control your descent, rip the floor apart hard. Good. Rip that floor apart through the bottom position. Keep that breath in, that brace tight. Knees pointing where toes are pointing, but not traveling forwards because we're getting those glutes. All right, Lindsay is grinding. Hopefully you guys are too. Full range of motion. Get it. Focus on that next rep. Tight as you can. Drive up hard. Get it. Good reps. Nice, guys. If you're still going, dig deep for me. Push through those sticky ones. You guys are smashing this. Oh, 3 sets. I thought that was 2. Done.
That was the 3rd. You still got 1 more though, buddy.
Oh, fuck. No,
Nice try, though.
I knew. Oh, how many should I try for, hey? I did 9 then 7. I reckon 6 is going to be a grind, but
Yeah.
we'll see how we go with it.
Hey, you got it. All right, guys, if you're finished there, what I want you to do is pop in how many reps you just did, how much weight you did. Did you have anything in the tank? I reckon I maybe, absolute max, would have had 1 more in the
I
tank
think you
then.
had 1 there. I would have helped you.
So from there, we're going to click on that exercise name. We're going to plan our final week next week, okay? So if you have a goal of what you wanted to hit there, if you didn't quite get it this week, we can give it a crack next week. We're going to write what our first working set is going to be next week, and then we'll work backwards. We'll do our good 2 warm-up sets as well, so just work backwards there. Jack is on the grind, get it done. Good range. How many?
7.
Nice.
My
Hey.
bracing was terrible there, though.
They look good though. They look smooth driving up and out.
Just got to work on filling that tank under the heavier load. I can do it in my warm-ups.
Yeah.
But when it gets really heavy, I lose it a little bit. So goal for next week is that brace. 1 or 2 more reps. Phew.
Boom. All right, guys, once we are done there, you've popped in next week's plan. I want you guys to pack up your barbells, pack everything away, and we'll meet you over at the dumbbells for our single, single, double spicy shoulder press. Oh, good
nice,
work.
guys. Good start.
All right, legends. So if you are still on your way over to your dumbbells for our single, single, double shoulder press, just a little reminder that if you are unsure about your form, you can take a video of yourself and we can give you a form review, okay? So we can break down your technique, make sure you're doing everything right, make sure you're getting the most out of your lift, okay? And then you might find that you can throw some extra weight on the bar there and just really help you build those gains, all right?
Give you some confidence, all right? Give you confidence in what you're doing is right and feel good under the bar, feel good doing your shoulder press, make sure that you're doing everything right. And we do this every single day with people, like, well, not every day, 4 days a week for me, but, you know, at work we go through hours and hours and hours of tweaking, correcting, giving people almost perfect form.
And it's those little changes that can sometimes make a big difference, right?
And it's like that click, that light bulb moment.
Boom.
We're there
All
for
right.
that.
So let's get into this exercise. Our single, single, double, what we're going to do is a one warm-up set right now. And then if you want to do an extra one on top of that, you can pause us after our first warm-up and then play us again when we get into those working sets, all right?
That's not you guys on, by the way. That's the timer from the last one that we just
I was like, whoa, what's happening?
That's quick.
All right, we are trying to get 6 to 9 rounds out here. So remember, one round is single, single, and then the double, all right? So we're gonna go for that first working effort. We're gonna get those weights up overhead. So everything's gonna be locked on here, nice solid base, butt cheeks and abs are on. Elbow comes in front of that body, vertical forearm here, one arm down, one arm up, the other arm down, the other arm up, and then both come down and drive up together, okay? Maintaining that brace, make sure you are counting your reps here. Keep breathing, staying nice and tight in that bottom position, maintaining the tension there, and then big lockout through that top arm. Control down, big drive up and out. How'd they feel, Jack?
They felt good. I just stuck with the lower end, the 6 range. After I did you guys just 5 last week, I thought, you know what? I can at least do the 6. So I did my 6 on the warm-up. They felt really good. My right shoulder always feels a little bit niggly at the front, so I'm just going to make sure that I don't overdo it this week, even though I'm trying to beat my 8.76 from last week, which was absolutely brutal. So make sure you have a little look at your goal for this week and know what you're trying to achieve. At this point, it's really unlikely you're going up in the weight. Like I said, I've been on the 12.5 since week 2, sorry.
You want to be too hard too soon.
No, but I've just been getting a rep each time. I know where I'm at with these, and I've done them a few times, and 12.5 is like my nemesis. But hopefully I can get the 15 soon. So guys, if you need to do that second warm-up set, pause us, do it. You might have already done it whilst I was talking some shit. But if not, we're going to get into this working set. We're going to work on 2.5 minutes, minimum of 6 reps, push towards 9. We want like 1 round, maybe half a round in the tank at the end. Okay, so that's the point we're getting to. So obviously last week I'm trying to get more than 21 rounds in total.
Boom.
Cry.
Cry me a river. Woo. All right, gang, let's get it done. I'm gonna get that timer going in 3, 2, and we are working. Weights start up overhead. One arm stays extended as the other comes down, punches up. Then you swap over and then both go together, okay? Controlling down into that bottom position and maintaining that tension. So think of staying tight through those shoulder blades. We don't want to sink and relax at the bottom. Locked on through our core. Keep breathing. We're getting through them now. We're aiming for those 6 to 9 rounds. Things are starting to get spicy there, hey Jack? Already?
I got the wrong weights.
Oh no. Oh, you got 9s. What the heck?
I was like,
Don't do a Jack, guys. Hopefully you've got the right weights. Jack's like, this is easy. All right. Jack's going to keep working here until he feels like he's pretty much got nothing in the tank.
I did 11 rounds.
Okay, there you go. So if that ever does happen to you, that's a nice little learning lesson there.
We're not perfect.
No, we're not. Basically just keep working to the point where you feel like you've got minimal in the tank or you're working towards whatever reps in reserve that you should be going for, okay?
Exactly, guys. So hopefully you're done around now. We're going to go and fill out that phone or your sheet. You're going to fill in the weight that you did, how many you did, and how many more you think you could do. If you swapped that out for an RPE score at the end there, out of 10, it should be a 9 out of 10 or more. At this point, it should be getting a really, really intense burn. I'm really annoyed at myself for doing that because I was really pumped to beat those numbers.
Just call it a warm-up set.
Yeah, theory warm-up sets for me then. But I was like, I've got this. I'm going to get 9 rounds here and I'm going to absolutely smash it. But no. And then it clicked in my head and I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to do 4 sets here, which I'm going to do for you guys. Might not record it so you don't have to listen to me. But, all right. So we should have the weights in there. Everything logged out.
Brutal.
The spice is so real on these. I reckon this is like the spiciest exercise.
It is.
What burns more than this? Bulgies. Bulgarian split squats, so they're like front foot elevate or like rear foot elevated split squats where all your weight is on one leg. I reckon they're close and that's more full body. But these are like really, really intense.
They are. Sorry, I'm just
Lana's zoned down. I'm just talking to myself here, guys. I'm just running this one by myself.
Yeah, through one ear, out the other.
Like usual. 10 seconds till we're back on. So if you change your weight, do it. If not, back on. I've got the right weights this time.
I reckon you should go up to the 15s to make up for it. All right, clock is on, guys. You know the deal here. Lock off tight. We're nice and strict. Glutes are on, core is engaged, no arching or flaring through those ribs. We are staying tight as one arm comes down and the other stays up. Punch back up overhead and then swap sides. Control both hands down together. Nice deep breaths as you do this. Each breath out. Squeeze tighter through that core. Getting it done here. Big push, okay? As you get to those last couple and it gets real spicy, fight for it, okay? Don't give up. You can do it. It's week 5. We are on the grind. Let's go, let's go. Keep working. Jack is finished there.
I got 8
you guys
rounds,
should be close.
If you're getting your 9, get it. If
nice.
not, good effort because that burn. Holy guacamole.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah, she burns. Alrighty. Phone's out, sheets out. Track it if you can lift your phone up, that is, with that mad pump that you get in the shoulders now. In we go. Weight lifted. How many you did? How many more you think you could do? And look, hopefully it's like 1 to 0 at this point because I'm literally there. I reckon like I couldn't have completed another round of those, but I'm going to try it on this next one. So this last set on these, come with me. Let's go to absolute failure. Go until you cannot hold that top arm straight, until you can't push the weight up, or until like your form is going to that point where the back is arching too much and you can't bring it back with the abs. Let's go to technical or mechanical failure. 55 seconds. Oh, Lana's struggling.
They felt spicy from that very first
Yeah.
round then. Oh gosh.
That's why I feel like I robbed you guys. That's why you need that recovery day in between, right? Between your day 1 and day 2. How many workouts do you do a week, Lance?
3 max.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 if like
Jumping in with the girls to do some conditioning or something.
Maybe, but absolute max 4. But then I do a dance class as well once a week, and then I went for a surf for the first time.
Look out.
On the weekend.
But it's like 3
in a hot minute.
3 hard weight sessions and then what you love in between.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
And then we're all about that. It's about getting strong for life and doing what you love on those days, those rest days or in between days to get your heart rate up, because we need that heart health too. Okay, final round. I might have brought us an extra 5 seconds. Grab those weights up. Do it with me. Absolute failure.
Let's do it, guys. Last effort here, then you're going to track and plan for next week, okay? So let's get those weights up overhead and just stack directly on top of the shoulder there. So make sure you can't see the weights in your peripherals here. Now look, Jack's going for the eye close, little tactic there again, okay?
It
so
helps.
if you need to do that, think about it, really tap into what you're feeling here, staying tight through that core. One arm down, other arm down and up, and then both up together, all right? Stay tight, lock that top elbow out. Core is engaged. Push, push, fight for it. Go, Jack. Let's get it done, crew. Stay strong. Push, push, push. We are on. Oh, that was halfway through. You didn't go for the double then?
I started with a double, double, single, single.
Oh, really?
I flipped it. Sorry if I cheated you out, a double.
Oh, good stuff, guys. So sit down if you need to, catch your breath, shake it out. You're going to track with Jack. Plan what you're going to go for next week, okay? Last week you have to do them. That's a nice thing to think of. We only have to do these once more.
Yeah, and then we'll still have some kind of vertical press in there. Every time Lana says shake it out, I have to really fight the urge to go shake it up. Like honestly, like yeah, every single time it's just like wants to come out so badly. All right, hopefully you got your breath back after those. We're going to go in and track for that third and final set of this week. You guys are going to go weightlifted, how many you did, how many more you think you could do. If it was more than 0, okay, so if it was 1, 2, 3 on those last rounds, we're going to go to absolute 0 next year at some point. It could be next year, but next week. So we're going to plan for next week now, and we're going to go and have a little look at what we got today. If we got 3 rounds of 9 or 9 rounds of 3, then we're going to go into and increase that weight. If you did not get 9 rounds, then you're going to stay at that weight and try and improve, and it's really likely that your warm-ups will be exactly the same whether you did 1 or 2 there. So click that exercise name. You can go below or delete the notes that you had. Note where your goal is for next week for the weight, and then work backwards for your warm-ups. You can choose 1 or 2 warm-ups. If you're doing 2, it's probably going to be 2 sets of 5 rounds, okay? And if you're doing 1, probably like 5 to 8 rounds, whatever feels good. Okay guys, so just click out that one, swipe over to your underhand seated row. We're going to meet you at your cable stack with your straight bar, and then we're going to get some big juicy back gains, all right? On the way over there, make sure you pop your dumbbells away, and again, feel free to pop that phone up, take a video, and send us a little form review. You. Alrighty.
Crew.
Let's get it. You're at your cable stack, you've got your straight bar, you click through on your cable underhand seated row, and you know what you're going to warm up on. We've got 2 warm-up sets today of 8 reps on the first one, 5 reps on the second one, and then we're into 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, okay, is the goal here. And we're going to try and get to that top end of the rep range if possible, or going up in the weight to really push ourselves, okay? So you know what your goal is from last week. Make sure that weight is on the bar, and we're going to dive straight into it, okay? So feet on the foot plates, grab that bar straight in front of the shoulders, not wider than, okay? And then from here, nice long legs and arch in the back, and shoulders set as you drive your elbows down, tuck in and squeeze tight as you stick your chest or boobs out towards that bar. Control back in and lengthen, shoulders down, drive elbows low, chest out and squeeze tight. If you love Lana's little chain and hook analogy from last week, use that one for us. If you like to squeeze the $100 bills, if you like to drive the elbows, whatever it is, do that through today. Okay, so you're going to jump in and go to that second warm-up weight whilst I do my first ones.
Nice. So we're going to increase that weight there, guys. We'll have about 30 seconds in between to chill. And then for this next effort, we're going for 5 reps. Really want to focus on that squeeze as well, making sure those shoulders are getting set back and are not getting left behind, okay? You have to do the work here to squeeze, all right? All right, let's get into it. So setting ourselves up again.
And we're into it. So just 5. This is going to feel like it flies by. So make sure you're getting that good squeeze on every single one. No shit reps, none with half a squeeze. Make sure shoulders are down, chest is out, elbows come low, and we squeeze that back really, really tight. Don't let your shoulders pop up and over as it gets hard, okay? And don't reduce the range. Really drive in and squeeze for me. Working weight's going to go on. I'm going to do my second warm-up set. Then we'll just dive straight into it, hey?
That's it. We're going to go on a 2.5 minute timer for these again, guys, once we get into it. So just take a little moment here, get pumped, sip of water if you need. And then we're going to go hard for our 8 to 10 reps when we get into these working efforts for 3 solid sets.
Don't you mean shake it off?
Shake it off. Woo-hoo. Are you a Swiftie?
No, but I do like Anti-Hero. I like that song. And Edie loves Shake It Off. Like, honestly, like, I put it on and she just goes with her hands like shake it. She's like this, and she like bounces around the room. We got that and like 3 other songs that I just pump. It's so nice. She started doing shows for us as well, like in the lounge. Yeah, she's adorable. Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman.
Oh, you guys listen to good music. We just listen to Blippy.
Oh, we have like the free song as well. Like she loves that. All right, enough.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
into your working ones for us. So minimum of 8, push towards 10 for me. This is going to be a grind, all about the squeeze. Ready to rock and roll. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's get it fucking done.
Let's go. Alrighty, shoulders set, chest out, elbows low, squeeze the back. Fight for the squeeze every single time, okay? Make sure you don't have any half reps where we round over or stop early. Chest goes out, fight to get that full squeeze and retraction of the shoulder blades. They go back and down every single time. Fight hard to get those end reps. There should be 2 or less in the tank at the end. If you get to 10 and there's more than 2, do more, okay? Push yourself here. And when you're done, have a breather, Slowly pop those back. Think about whether you're going to go up or not. And I'm going to get mine done.
Nice. All right, guys. So, yeah, these are a hard one because you don't feel like you so much get a burn or, I don't know, you don't even fail. It's more just that range of motion
The
tapers.
technical failure.
Yeah, exactly. That range of motion tapers off and we don't quite get that squeeze enough, okay? So if you're not sure, just stay on that weight again. If you do want to challenge yourself, you can increase it a little bit. And then if that means you do less reps, that is okay as well. That's the beauty of those rep ranges there to play with, is that you can increase the weight and then drop the reps, all right? Good stuff. Jack has got his in. We still have plenty of time on the clock there, guys. So once you've popped in how much weight you just lifted, how many reps you did, and what's left in the tank, have a little breather. We are back on in a minute, all right?
Yeah. And with this one, it should be your back and your arms, like the muscles working, so the back and biceps that fail you, not your grip. So make sure you use grips if it is the grip on the bar that is letting you down, so we can work those big juicy back muscles and get the gains with those instead of the forearm giving up on us.
Good chat, Jack.
The guys in here, so the 3 types of grips that we use, there's like the strap ones that go around your wrist. They've got a tassel that comes off and you wrap around the bar and grip. You got the figure 8 ones, so it's got 2 loops. Put your hand through one over the bar and then through the other loop and pull tight. And then you've got the little ones with the tag or the tongue. You just wrap the Velcro around your wrist, tongue sticks out, you wrap it over the bar and then you grip over it. And all 3 have their perks, but I like the last one, and most of the crew find them easiest. But whatever works for you just moves the strain to the wrist.
All right, nice little filler there, 5 seconds, and we're back into it. If you need to find some grips in your gym, hit pause, go find them. Otherwise, let's get into it again. Set 2.
Let's fucking go, shall we? Shoulders down, chest out, get the squeeze. Every single one. Stay really, really tight for me. Control back in. Don't just drop that weight, you control the weight the whole time. Shoulders set. Back and down as you drive the elbows low and squeeze. $100 nose to nose armpits. Clench all those muscles at the back as tight as you can. Squeeze the back fat. Drive the elbows.
Are you calling me fat?
No, I would never. But it's just a good thing you can think about when everything gets super tight there. Finish strong for me. Minimum of 8. Push towards 10. 2 in the tank or less. Hopefully you're at that point. How you feeling?
Yeah, good. They feel good. It's just my that wrist rotation. I've had this weird thing going on with my wrist and that underhand grip. So if there's any physios out there who can tell me why, that'd be great. But I did do my first couple of unassisted pull-ups the other day with underhand grip.
Didn't we speak to our physio friend and we were saying, oh, it might be tight in your forearm or in your shoulder? And you're
yeah,
like,
but why is it all of a sudden a little bit better? But I feel it's still tight through there. We can cut this out, but...
I'll see. No, we can. No, it's good though, because like it's good to think about, and like not everybody's perfect. Even though we're trainers, like we still got the little niggles, and it's managing how painful they are. Like little things that might go away in a session.
I can deal with it, right?
Yeah.
I can.
It's not like nothing's breaking, nothing's torn, nothing's like out of the ordinary. Obviously, it's like not perfect, but you're used to it. It's an ongoing injury, so just manage those for us.
Yeah. Jack is on, and we are going to track.
I missed that one.
Almost forgot about that.
It's all about Lana. She just wanted a little...
No, I feel like you guys are pretty onto that tracking now. So, weight. How many reps? What's left in the tank? We have one more set after this. So if you want to go up in weight again, you can. If you're going to stay there, we'll crank out as many reps as we can to finish on our final set in about 30 seconds, all right? Sorry if I'm talking a bit fast here. My coffee's kicking in.
You guys wouldn't want to know me if I'd had caffeine, even though we did say we should probably do a pre-workout session. So if anyone wants to spot us some pre-workout just for the lols.
Next week, do it.
But I don't reckon I could do it in the afternoon. I reckon I would have to have that pre-workout like first thing in the morning, else I wouldn't sleep for like 2 days.
Yeah.
I have minimal caffeine other than in my chocolate.
I rarely have 2 coffees a day.
Special
but
day.
Today I just felt like it. I got a big arvo of work as well.
For the crew. All right, this is your 3rd and final round. Let's go. So get tight, perfect form, fight for the squeeze. Do as many as you possibly can with good form until that form breaks down or you cannot move the weight, okay? Shoulder set, chest out, drive hard with the elbows, squeeze those back muscles, legs are nice and long. As it gets hard, make sure we're sat almost upright. Don't start to lean back too much, okay? If you have, reset yourself. If you can't arch that back, bend the knees a tiny bit. Big arch, shoulder set back and down. Fight to the end. Good, grind for the reps. Lindsay's done. If you're still going, dig deep for me. Push, get the reps and fight for that big squeeze, okay? Squeeze on every single one. If you're still going, you've probably done more than 10. It probably wasn't hard enough. But if you are, get it done.
Get it done.
Get it done. Remix.
Guys, we are done there. That is our underhand seated cable row done. So let's pop in what we just did, how much weight we did, how many reps are left, and then we'll plan next week. So once you've done that, click on that exercise.
Your coffee really is kicking in. Like, I reckon you just said 8 words in the space that you normally say 2, like in that same time then. I was like,
okay, I'll slow it down. Can you speak whale? So I wish I could either
Are you on the Margies?
I wish I could either be 1, 2, my coffee deep, like when the caffeine first hits, or 2 beers deep. I wish that could be my personality 24/7. Does that mean I have a problem? I don't know, maybe.
No, but when you're 2 beers deep, like your eyes just glaze over. You're like,
yeah,
I think coffee.
I'll take it.
Coffee
I'll take
you're
it
on.
for that. The tipsy buzz or the caffeine buzz.
Should we be worried about her, guys?
Me?
If we should.
I mean, I didn't say I want to be 10 beers deep, so no, I'm not going to microdose alcohol.
All right, track that last set. Plan next week for us. You know where you're at. So if you got 3 sets of 10 this week, guys, you're going to try and increase the load for next week. And if you didn't quite get 10, you're going to stay the exact same and try and increase and get towards 3 sets of 10 for us. And then you're going to work backwards and get 2 warm-up sets in there, 8 reps, 5 reps, whatever jump feels really good for you. And then you're going to click off of that one, swipe over. We're into our first superset of the day. You've got your push-up, your weighted push-up, hopefully, or that hard push-up into your bent over reverse fly for me. So make sure you've got your dumbbells there, plates if you're doing the push-ups, and we're going to dive straight into it. We will not be doing any warm-ups, okay? So if you want to do any warm-up sets for either of those, do those whilst you go over and whilst we get ourselves ready. Pause us to do them, and we'll dive in with our push-ups and bent over reverse fly.
Let's go.
Chee-hoo. Alrighty, we are into that superset that we just spoke about, the push-ups into the bent over reverse fly. So if you've got your J-hooks and the bar, then make sure they're set up at the right hole. And if right hole, was that the right? Yeah, that's the right thing to say. So if you're set up there, then if you got 3 sets of 10 last week, go down a hole. If not, then stay there. And same on the push-ups. If you got 3 sets of 10, make them harder in some way, okay? With the bent over reverse flies, at this point, like I said, we're probably going to be struggling to get into those heavier weights. So if you're at that weight and you think the next kilo up is too heavy, then feel free to just stay and do an extra rep or 2 total. All right, let's get it done, shall we? So minimum of 8, push towards 10. We're going to go into 3 sets now, and you should have 2 or less in the tank on every single one. All right, there's a 3-minute timer coming on. We're going to go on in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Full plank position, feet nice and narrow. We're going to go out, hands just outside shoulder width, nose goes out so we get that arrowhead with the hands. Chest touches the floor every single time. Fight the sag in the hips, so we say tucked under. Alrighty, really grind for me. Chest touches, minimum of 8, push towards 10 for me. It's totally fine. Alright, work hard. Let's get them done. If you're done already, that's totally fine. Feel free to use the knees on the way up if you get to that last 100 card. Lana just gave birth for the second time. And then you're into those bent over reverse flies for me. So with the bent over reverse flies, make sure we get nice and flat with that back. All right, so soft knees, bow all the way over so we are level. Hands come under the shoulders and then scrape the walls either side of you. Making sure the body stays nice and strict. We don't want to dip up and down here. Scrape the knuckles either side, so get that wall either side, so we get a nice big squeeze at the back at the top, control on the way down, minimum of 8, push towards 12. If you get any back pain, stand up and reset, shoulders back and down, soft knees and bow over again.
Sweet baby Jesus.
When you get your reps there, have a breather. You're going to track with Lana once she's put these weights on my back. No dropping them this week, please. You're going to do it on purpose.
No, I'm not. I don't know what was going through my head last week when I was putting these on. I
felt like you dropped it from a foot away, but when I looked, it was like 5 centimeters. Oh, that was nicer.
All right, crew, so we're gonna pop in how many reps we just, oh, sugar. Is that okay? No?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack's weights are just falling down his back here. Get him done, Jack. All right, so.
You suck.
That wasn't my fault.
I think you need to put the 20 on the bottom.
Yeah, I must need to. How many do?
I did 9. I had 10 in there, but
That's
it actually became a lot more of a core workout because it was sliding.
On your
20
butt,
was on my bum, and I was like doing a plank instead of the push-up. Oh, that was hard.
We'll just cut some of that out.
It's fine. It's funny. Nobody's even listened this far so far. So if you are, we love you. Thanks so much.
Oh shit. Okay, you got 36 seconds to get this done before I go
call
again.
us out. If you actually hear this part, like somebody in like 3 years will go back and listen to our 4th episode ever.
Okay, so guys, how much weight, if you used any weight, or what hole you were on that Jayhawk, how many reps you did, what's left in the tank, and then scroll down to the second exercise, which was your reverse fly, how much weight, how many reps, anything in the tank. So we're back on in 10 seconds, all right? For this next set, you're either gonna make it harder or the same deal. Try and get that top end of the range in between 8 and 10.
Let's get it done, shall we? So the main thing with these push-ups is that the chest touches the floor, elbows coming in at 45 degrees, and that we do not sag in the hips. So make sure we're tucked under, the core is working overtime here, full range of motion. Look, if you don't get to that rep range of the 8, that's totally fine, but I want you to really grind for me. If it was 4 or less, 5 or less maybe, drop to a regressed version of the knees or without a weight, and get them done. Chest touches, elbows at 45. Go every time. Work hard. Should be really grinding on those last ones.
They're hard.
They really are, but they're so good for your chest, triceps, and core. So when you're done, stand up, grab those dumbbells. If you're already there, good effort. If not, bow over so we're nice and flat. And I want you to be flat here. Don't start to creep up with the body. Hands under the shoulders, scrape the wall either side of you, squeeze that back, get that next rep done. Make sure we're breathing in and bracing that core to support the low back. Nose swinging with the body. Don't bring the hands together at the bottom. Lana's just failed. I don't know if it was a technical failure or a giggle failure, but she got it done. It's like those who just come out of nowhere and I cannot do another one.
Yeah, they're hard.
Cool. When you're done, guys, pop those away. You're going to track with Lana in a second once she's loaded me up properly, hopefully this time.
I hope it slips off again, so...
I need might need to put the feelers out for a better training buddy.
Fuck off. All right, crew, you know the deal. Let's track what we just did for our push-ups first. Then from there, we're going to pop in our bent over reverse fly, weight, how many reps, what was left in the tank, and then we got one more round to go from here, okay? So we're getting towards the end of this superset already. Let's go hard on this last effort. We are on in 50 seconds still, so plenty of rest here to catch our breath while Jack gets into his bent over reverse flies. All right, crew, so we are back on in 20 seconds. So you know the deal. We're gonna go hard here. I had weight on, but I failed on rep number 5, so I'm gonna go without weight for this last effort.
Because you got one weighted set last week and you've done 2 weighted sets this week,
Yeah,
right?
my last one,
Nice.
I added weight last week, so.
That's good, guys. So again, feel free to regress if it's for the form or to get in that rep range. All right, work hard. Go to failure for me on this last one. Full range of motion, elbows at 45. Chest out to touch the floor. You fucking got this. Let's go. Tight through that midline. As they get hard, grind for me. Hopefully you're struggling away with Lana here. Hopefully these reps are getting really sticky. But these are the ones that count. These are the money reps. These are the one that gets the gains. Nice. Push hard. Dig deep for these last couple. You've got this. Nice, go through the sticky point. Oh, there's one more in there.
That was 12 reps, so
nice.
it was still...
Mate, that's so good.
Let's go for my last set.
Yeah. That's so good. I reckon you
They've definitely gotten stronger. Well, it's amazing, right? Like, when you do it every week.
Yeah.
It really does surprise me how
strong you get when you follow a program. Your back pain stops, you feel stronger, you look better, you have more energy, all those things. It's always nice, isn't it? All right, Lana's got you some extra rest. You're into your bent over reverse flies. If at any point you get any back pain, stand up and reset, okay? The back should be nice and level. Long arms, go out, scrape the wall either side of you. Control on the way down. Don't let the hands come together at the bottom. We don't want any extra momentum helping us. Good, breathe in and brace. Out wide, control down. Get the reps. As close to 10 as you can. Full squeeze at the top. If you're dipping around, chucking the body around, have a breather. If not, finish strong.
It's so easy to use momentum in those and like swing it when you really like knuckle down and think about what your body's doing and just think about working the back. So much harder.
Yeah. Mind muscle connection, thinking about where you're working.
Yeah.
That's good. So, track that last set for me, okay? Go for the push-ups first. Weight you did, might be the whole height. How many you did, how many more you think you could do. Scroll down and go to those bent over reverse flies. Weight, reps, and how many more. And then from there, you guys are going to plan for next week once Lana has loaded me up for my push-ups.
Boom. Yeah, guys, so once you've popped in what we just did now, I want you to click on the exercise name and plan what you want to do next week, whether that means you're dropping down a whole height, whether that means you are popping an extra weight on your back, and this one. Big dog dog.
All right, I regret it already.
And then for your bent over reverse flies, same deal. If you didn't get to the top end of the range, then we want you thinking, trying to hit that top end of the range, so stay on that same weight. And getting those reps out. All right, guys, really good work. Once you've got that in, we're going to go back to the cables and we're going to get into our cable kickback where you will need your ankle straps as well as a bicep curl where you're going to need a set of dumbbells. So we will meet you at the cable machine really soon. Let's go.
Mate, what a couple of sets. You guys are smashing this.
Woo.
Chee-hoo.
All right, legends, we are at our cable for our kickback and our bicep curl superset. So we've got our ankle straps on. We're going to get into our first effort here straight away. So we're going to clip in the weaker side first. We're going to step away so we're about an arm's length away from that rig. We're going to hinge here and have that nice lean forward with the torso. Weight goes into our supporting leg. The working leg will come off and we're going to keep that knee nice and lengthened. We're going to scrape back and squeeze the glute whilst maintaining position through our torso here, okay? So there should be no flaring through the ribs, no arching through that lower back, nice neutral spine the entire time. We scrape back, we squeeze the glute at that end point when we're in that shortened position, okay? Control on the way in and really focus on that squeeze and almost a little half a second pause at the top, okay? We don't want to throw it away. Once you get your 10 reps out, you're going to swap over to the other side and get your second leg out here, all right? So same deal, take your time for that setup, transfer that weight into the supporting leg. We're an arm's distance away, holding onto that rig there with the same side as the working leg. Scrape back and squeeze there. Breathe in as you come in, breathe out as you draw back. Jack is just adjusting there, guys. So if you find throughout the set something doesn't feel good, I want you to question it, all right? So stand back up, think about what's going on, reset, and then you're good to go again. Once you get towards those 10 reps, you're going to go straight into your bicep curls. So you'll unclip. Hopefully you've got that working weight out with dumbbells already, and then straight into the curls. 10 reps for the bicep curls here. We want to go hard, guys. We want our reps to start getting hard, okay? Nice and engaged through the core here. No swinging through the body. We're just working through that elbow joint. Full range of motion. Think about squeezing the bicep as you come up, all right? You good, Jack? Little pause at the top there.
Yeah.
On the way down, really control those dumbbells, okay? You control the weight. Don't let them control you.
Lana's getting control by the way.
All right, fight for these last reps. Stay tight, stay strong. Once you've done your 10 there, you can breathe and catch your breath, all right?
That's it, guys. So when you finish those, we're going to go in and track straight off the bat. So what I want to see is you grab that phone or that sheet of paper, go into that last superset of the day. Set 1, you're going to go in for your kickbacks to start, write in the weight you did, how many you did, and how many more you think you could do. And then already question that one, okay? Did I do 10? Could I do more than 2 more? Make it heavier in the next one, and feel free to drop down to whatever you can do, being within 1 or 2 reps of failure in the next one. If not, stay at that weight and try and get up to your 8 or 10. From there, we're going to go into our bicep curls, feel the same things out. Weight, reps, how many more you think you could do, and decide whether you're going to stay or go up there. With this, I found the bicep curls really, really hard. Pretty much harder than last week. But that's probably because I did heavier on my seated rows where my bicep curls work a lot as well. So my bicep curls work a lot, my biceps. So make sure that you really think about what we've done today, but we still need to be really close to failure, so 2 reps or less each time. You guys have got 15 seconds, and we're going to jump on for that last round, second round of kickbacks. Oh, deep breath.
Whew.
Okay, so you're on with me in 5 seconds. Going in and clipping that weaker leg on first, okay? Alrighty, weaker leg goes arm's length away, bum out, lean over, stretch, kick, squeeze. Stretch, kick, squeeze. Foot is angled out, all the weight is in the standing leg. No change in the back. As that foot's furthest away from the cable machine, try and get a solid squeeze and control back to the start. Every single one the same. Do not rush as it gets harder. Give more control. Powerful kick back. When you get your 8 to 10, swap her over. And then we'll go into that strong side and try and match it up.
Nice. All right, guys. If you're onto that second leg already, like we say, take your time for that setup. Block off through that core. We are scraping and squeezing. Counting those reps. Big squeeze at that end point as your leg comes back. Controlling on the way in. Core stays tight, no flaring. These last couple of reps, you really want to fight for it, okay? Get the squeeze.
I've been really grinding about 8 to 9 reps on those, like through this, just after those squats, like I feel my glutes so much, it's good. Alrighty, unclip, make our way over to the dumbbells. Let's get it done, okay? So stand tall, head to the roof, trying to beat your reps from last week. Get more in total. Let's get it done. Shoulders set, long arms, squeeze. No swing of the body, elbows stay strict, everyone the same. All right, as it gets hard, try not to rest. No swing. Dig deep, get these last reps. These are the money ones. Control down. As you finish, stay tight. If you're still going, get after it, okay? Fight on the way down, make them hard. If you get to 10 with more than 2 in the tank, carry on. Oh, and then breathe, okay? Track those 2 sets for me. So go in, fill out your kickbacks to start. Make a call on whether you're going to stay there or go up, or even go down if you've got 7 or less with not much in the tank. Go down for this last one, and then the same for the bicep curls. So fill that one out. If you got 10 with I'll say even 10 with 2 in the tank, go up and push yourself and try and get more than 8 in this last round. Stay as strict as you possibly can. That was me talking to Lana. She's starting to look hard in the background, starting to really grind for it. All right, and we're going in 3 seconds. Alrighty, we got that weaker side on first. Third and final round of these. Last set of week 5 for day 1. Arms length away. Bum goes out. Stretch and kick. Trying to match or beat what you did in that last set. 2 or less in the tank at the end. Getting that glute working. No changing the back. Good squeeze as that foot's really far away from the cable.
All right, the grind is real here, guys. No giving up, dig through, get it done, all right? This is our final set, all right? Once we get through this, you are done. So get those quality reps out. Work hard all the way through. Once you've maxed out on that first leg, take your time, swap it over, set up, and we're gonna go again. On that final side here, we are scraping, we are squeezing. Core is locked on, big efforts. Fight for that control, resist against any arching, squeeze the glute, let's stay strong. You got it, guys, keep pushing, keep grinding. Once you get your 10 reps out there, unclip, you're into your curls. How are they, Jack?
They were hard. I got 9.
Nice.
I was going to say next time I'm going to try and get my 10 out. So guys, you might remember last week, I got you guys to do a drop set on this bicep curl.
Ooh.
So, if you think you got away with it, but you saw it in your notes earlier, no you didn't. Have an extra 10 seconds of rest, grab that drop set weight out. So I got the 15s, going to drop set to the 10s, even though I didn't get many out in the last week. If you're less than 10 kilos, probably drop 3 to 4 kilos. If you're over, drop 3 to 5. Probably about 30% will be good. Alrighty, working weights up. Let's finish strong. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, shoulders set, elbows tight. Talk us through it, Lance.
You guys got it. Big curls here, so aim of the game is just to stay locked off through that whole body here, guys. Butt cheeks and abs, squeeze the biceps, full range of motion, okay? Big squeeze as you come up, keep those armpits tight. We don't want too much movement through the elbows here, okay? Or Jack has failed there, so he's gonna drop down. So when you get to that point of not being able to do any more reps, drop on down to the weight and let's crank them out again, okay? We're working hard here, guys. Dig in.
Oh, the second weight feels heavier. It feels so light in the hands, but so heavy in the arms.
You can do it, you can do it. This is the last little bit of effort and you are done. Oh, keep working. If you're still going, guys, grind them out. You should be close towards the end now. And breathe once you are done, skis.
That 10 is my nemesis, that drop set. Like, I got more in total on my bicep curls. My drop set, I still only got 3 again. All right, fill out those last 2 sets for me. So fill out that kickback. Scroll down. Fill out your bicep curls. You can always make a note of that drop set or cross it off and make a little drop set note, add an extra set on there. And then let's plan for our final week of the program, week 6 next week.
Woo, last week.
I know, you guys absolutely killed it. I'm feeling great, like honestly, this program's been a great one. So filling out this last, our goal for next week for us. Filling out this goal for next week for us, then go to your kickback first. If you got 3 sets of 10 reps, then you're gonna increase the weight for us. If not, you're gonna stay there and try and get to that. Like me, I've been stuck on the 20s for a few weeks, but my reps are going up. My form is better, I can really feel that. And then with the bicep curls, you got 3 sets of 10 plus the drop set. Even if you got like 10, 10, 9, then drop set heap, maybe go up a kilo or push it to that next dumbbell set and really grind for next week. So it's our 6th and final week of the program. All right, that was our session done. You guys nailed it. It's been an absolute pleasure. Make sure, guys, if you want to be part of our crew, join the app. $15 a week for 3 sessions. That's 2 more sessions every single week. I know. And you get us in your ears every single Monday. And from there, 2 solid workouts with the rest of the team.
Thanks, guys. That was a solid session. Can't wait to get the next and final session.
It's been a pleasure training together.
You. Yeah.